Da Nang has launched our preliminary resilient assessment in early 2016, and we have identified the four focus areas to improve and to prioritize to strengthen our resilience. So one of the four focus areas is to improve the safety of the communities against the storms. So to achieve the targets, the cities propose a wide range of activities. For example, we work with, we provide the micro funding for the poor households in the cities to strengthen their house. At the same time, we provide technical guidance for them to refurbish the house with storm resistant elements. Notably, we work with the global reinsurance companies, namely Swiss to mobilize the insurance mechanisms to help the poor households to have a secure funding for their properties. As you know, in Da Nang, typhoon has created significant damage to housing sector every year. So hundreds of houses collapsed down. But in the traditional approach, the city used to provide the financial support after the event has happened, rather than provide some support for the community to be well prepared before the disasters. So with the with the insurance package, the cities can reduce the budget burdens and secure the fundings for communities to rebuild their house. At this stage, the resilient actions is in the piloting and researching phase, but it's important because the action initiate the process that provide initiation the process that allow the city to be adapt and become more resilient against shock and stress. So to replicate the actions, I think firstly the city needs to work closely with the technical partners who have expertise and work experience in the fields to develop a clear roadmap. With identify the stakeholder, the resource. Based on that, the cities can step by step make it happen. Secondly, I think the sharing and experience learning is vital for the replicate to happen. So it is necessary to develop a platform or a network for reflections and experience sharing. Finally, I think the action can only be sustainable with the ability to align with the policies and development plan of the cities. So this is the foundation for the case and long-term funding that allows collaborations. Da Nang is one of the first cities to be selected in the Resilient City Network. So it's a great opportunity to be a first resilient city in Vietnam. But being the pioneering city is also a challenge. So firstly, the ideas and the approach on the resilience is quite new in Da Nang. So people usually think of resilience as the durable to storm floods or catastrophe that create immediate damage, rather than the long-term issue like livelihoods, environmental degradation, etc. So it's important to have them to understand the approach, the concept, and what we want to achieve in these strategies. Secondly, we lack of expertise and experienced staff in the field. So the resilience, I think, is new not only in Vietnam but in many parts of the world. So the knowledge on resilience is not very abundant in Vietnam. So we lack of the experience in planning and taking place in a resilient approach. Lastly, as I say, the resilient action can only be sustainable with the ability to align them with policy and development plan of the cities. However, at this stage, the process is not integrated well. The resilient strategies is considered as the separated process, which is independent to the development plans, and the sustainable of these strategies is not secure.